Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the April 2019 SDI New Student Orientation. My name is Rob Exum, and I am the Vice President of Student Affairs. I want to welcome you all and thank you for attending. We are thrilled that you have chosen SDI to further your education, and we look forward to working with all of you throughout your time here. Tonight, we will be presenting a lot of information during the orientation, so please pay very close attention for the duration of the webinar. Throughout the presentation, we're also going to have some trivia questions, so pay close attention, take some notes. You might be asked some questions, and we'll have some cool SDI swag to give out, so make sure that you're listening during all of the presentations. You can ask questions throughout the presentation via the Q&A function on your screen. Lindsay Peterson, one of our Student Services Advisors, she will be answering those questions throughout the time. So you can submit your questions anytime you want. We will be covering a lot of information, like I said, so we'll probably answer your question if you want to just wait and listen. We will leave about 30 minutes at the end of the presentation for questions, so if we've missed anything, we will get to your question. But like I said, you can ask questions throughout the time. Lindsay will answer those, and if there's any left over at the end, we'll get them answered before all of you leave. I promise you will not leave without getting your questions answered unless it's specific to you individually, and then we'll make sure we get you the right contact information. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our president, Tracy Lee, for a few words. Tracy, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. I mostly just want to share in Rob's welcome and welcome you to SDI. I used to have a long intro speech, but I know that you care a lot more about the information that everyone else is going to share. So based on incorporating the feedback, we like to keep this as focused and concise as possible, but I don't like to miss the opportunity to welcome our students. So I just want to say hello and to encourage you not only to listen to the information that will be shared tonight, but to also make note of where you can refer back to if you need to reference that in the future. But welcome to SDI, and I will turn it back to Rob so you guys can dive in.
Thank you very much, Tracy. Up next, we're going to go to our master gunsmith, Kip Carpenter. Kip has over 40 years of experience in the firearms industry, and he will be an invaluable resource for all of you during your time at SDI. So make sure you utilize Kip as much as you can. Kip, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. And I also want to say welcome, and welcome to the SDI family to all of you. I've been doing this for over 40 years, and I just want to say that you guys have picked a really great time to come to a school like SDI to further your career and knowledge of firearms technology. We have seen a boom in the last 10 years we've never seen in the history of firearms before. So I welcome you and commend you for taking that first step. I want to go over just a few basic things from the instructor side of the house. You're going to hear a lot of stuff tonight. So first off, let me suggest you get a pencil and a pad and maybe take some notes. You're going to hear more about the Moodle classroom and much other things that they're going to cover that you're really going to want to know about. First of all, let's talk about a little bit about assignments, discussion boards, and the instructions. Every week you'll have your assignments and you'll also have discussion boards. I encourage you to really read the instructions very closely. They change from assignment to assignment sometimes. You may have certain word counts in your assignments and also on your discussion boards. The discussion boards is a really great place for you to interact, not only with us, the instructor, but with your fellow students. You all come from all walks of life and may have a lot of experience to no experience. And this is a great place for you guys to get to know each other and share those ideas and discuss the topics that are on the discussion boards every week. So I really encourage y'all to jump in there and take advantage of that. And on your assignments, every Sunday at midnight, MST, which is Mountain Standard Time in Arizona, that is when all of your assignments are due. So you want to pay attention to that. And I also want to make one other note when it comes to your assignments. I encourage you, if you can, to try to study your work over, above and beyond just doing your assignment. Really take ownership of your education and really study this. You're going to get a lot of good information here at SDI. It's things you're going to want to retain down the road and maybe even revisit. So I encourage you to go back after you've done, if you can have some time, and reread your assignments and really absorb that material. When it comes to help and questions, this is really important to me to reiterate to you guys. We are here to help you. We want to help you. If you have a question or if you don't understand something and you need help, please reach out to the instructor so we can help you with this. Because we are an online school and not in a classroom, we don't know if you really need help. So please jump in there and get the help or ask for questions. Sometimes students say, well, I didn't want to ask this question because, I felt like it wasn't that important. Listen, the only dumb question ever asked is the one you don't ask. So please, no matter what you are having difficulties with, reach out to us so we can really help you. Sometimes with your computer systems, you may have some glitches, or sometimes you just can't get something to submit. Unfortunately, we, the instructors, are not very good at troubleshooting and do a lot of tech support. So please, if you're having issues with that early on in the week, reach out to the student service department so they can help you resolve these problems and get them done. Please don't wait till the last minute on Sunday night, because there's just nobody there to be able to correct it for you. On shipping issues, please reach out to our shipping department. When you receive a shipment, don't let it just sit in the box and wait, 3 or 4 days. Open it immediately. You'll always find a list in there, and you will find the information that you need to contact them if something's missing or something's not right. It's really important that you do that so they have time to reach out to you and get you what you need to do for your lab or something to do with your assignment. Last, again, I'm going to say it again, own your education and be proud of what you're doing. You can really go far, but it's up to you. Apply yourself, and we will meet you the halfway point and help you any way we can. We work close with your student service advisors, and we work close with everybody in this organization. As Tracy has said numerous times, we're kind of like a big family, and if we can't get you an answer directly, we will get you an answer from somebody. We have a lot of talented people here at SDI, so please reach out to us. And again, I just want to say welcome aboard, and I hope that you will enjoy your education and have a great time here, and we look forward to seeing you all in our classes. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Kip. Up next, we're going to go to our financial services department and one of our financial services advisors, Philippe Constantino. Philippe, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. Hello, everyone, and welcome. If you have any questions at any time in regards to your financial aid, please don't hesitate to contact us. By now, you should all receive your financial services welcome email with the subject Funding Your Education, and you should have had some contact with someone with our team. In order to start class, we want all your funding to be completed or in approved status. If you're on this call, then you should be in the status. There might be some documents that we're still missing, but please reach out to us tomorrow. For your TA, your tuition assistance, your point of contact is Jason Reynolds. In order for your TA to pay for your classes, it must be approved before starting that particular class. It cannot be approved after you've begun the coursework. Your TA will be revisited each semester to be certain it is approved, so there will be continuous communication with the financial aid department. For your VA, your point of contact will be Michael, Chris, and Heather. During your enrollment, we aim to certify your classes to the VA about a month prior to your start date for each semester. We may not reach out to you directly unless it is needed, so please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions at all during your enrollment. We first certify your credit hours as to not delay any BAH payments or book stipends. Then about 2 weeks after class starts and attendance is posted, we will go back and certify your tuition and fees. As we make these adjustments and amendments to your VA certifications, you may get an automatically generated email telling you we've done this. Please do not be alarmed if you see these emails. It just means that we're working your file. BAH will pay on or around the 1st of each month, prorated for the dates enrolled for the month prior. So for your May 1st payment, it will be the amount that reflects April's enrollment and so on. Our goal is for our students to be financially aware, so before you send us a copy of your certificate of eligibility. Please review your eligibility information as well as the amount of training time that you have left. Our programs are different, so please be certain you have enough training time to complete the program. For your VA funding, a couple of tips. It is always best to complete a class, then to withdraw from a class. If you complete it, the VA will pay for it. If you withdraw or stop attending a class, the VA is notified, and this will create a debt with the VA. Any BEH or tuition overpayment that was made, the student will receive a debt letter, and the student makes that refund back to the VA. For our Chapter 30 students, Montgomery GI Bill and Chapter 1606, reminder, you will need to self-certify your enrollment each month on the WAVE website. This will trigger your monthly payment to you from the VA. Please remember that the VA pays the student directly, and that student must make that payment to the school for tuition and fees. This only applies for Montgomery GI Bill students. For out-of-pocket payments, if you've been set up for any out-of-pocket payments to the school, your point of contact will be Brashawn Bryant. For any reason, your VA, your financial aid, or your tuition assistance funding does not cover all your tuition and fees, then it will be your responsibility to call in and set up a payment plan with the school regarding a balance that is not covered, if it has not already been addressed. Everyone, please note, you could be at risk of not being able to continue on to your next semester if your balances are not paid to the school or a payment plan has not been arranged. With your graduation credentials will be held upon graduation if the balances are not paid in full at that time. For our financial aid students, the free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA. It is an online application to determine your eligibility for the federal Pell Grant and the federal student loans. You should have been in contact regarding in regards to your FAFSA. If you've completed a FAFSA but have not spoken to myself or Heather, please reach out to us tomorrow so we can discuss what is needed to complete your file. Most of you already completed a FAFSA and should already receive a financial aid award letter. For our financial aid students, just before your third semester, you can expect the Financial Service Department to reach out to you regarding your financial aid and your second award year. We'll let you know if anything else is needed at that time. Again, everyone, thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much, Philippe. Up next, we're going to go to our Student Services Department, and one of our Student Services Advisors, Morgan Murray, will discuss that department. Morgan, go ahead and take it away.
Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Morgan Murray and I'm one of 4 Student Services Advisors here at SDI. Tonight I'll be touching on a few of the most important pre-start items during the webinar. As always, your advisor is more than happy to follow up on any lingering questions you might have afterwards. Students have been assigned an advisor based on their last name. Jeff Duchnowski assists students with last name beginning A through E. Shannon Oliver is assigned students last name F through K. I, Morgan Murray, am assigned students L through Q. And Lindsay Peterson is assigned students with the last names R through Z. Regarding attendance, your first set of courses will be uploaded in your online classroom this coming Monday on the 29th. If at the end of business on Monday your courses have not been uploaded or you're experiencing any trouble accessing your classroom, please reach out to your Student Services Advisor immediately. It is important to begin all of your courses as soon as possible within the first week. Be sure to continue all of your work and your scheduled courses on a weekly basis throughout your enrollment. Any student that does not post attendance within the first 7 days of a course will be removed from that course and it will need to be rescheduled for a next available date. Once attendance has posted in a course, any student who does not post attendance in a 14-day period will be withdrawn from the course due to not meeting the attendance policy. Here at SDI, attendance is defined as submitting a written assignment, a course-related discussion board, and/or the submission of an exam or a quiz. Simply logging into your classroom is not going to be considered as posting attendance. Please be advised there is also typically a week break scheduled in between each 16-week semester. You can reference your schedule in the student portal to track the course start dates. If at any time you begin to fall behind or anticipate a delay of attendance, please be sure to communicate that with your assigned Student Services Advisor as soon as possible. Timeliness and communication is very much an important aspect of our communication together. If we don't know, we can't help. Keep in mind that we set up 3 separate accounts for new students. Your LMS classroom, which we also refer to as Moodle, is where you will attend classes. Your student portal, which is set up when you apply for admission here at SDI, houses information like your schedule, finances, and GPA. And finally, your student email address, which is assigned to you prior to the beginning of classes, is facilitated through Gmail. All email communication from SDI will go to your student SDI email address. It's your responsibility to check your SDI email account on a consistent basis to ensure that you've received and read all of the SDI notifications. You will be or likely have received an email containing the directions to set up your student email address and your student classroom. If you have not yet received this, please contact your advisor. Do be sure to check your junk mail. Sometimes they do flow in there. All accounts should be set up and accessed prior to the start of courses, so we definitely want to make sure everything's ready to go before courses begin on Monday. Regarding shipment orders for students beginning Monday on the 29th have been placed. Tracking information is generated from our shipping department. During your program, the majority of shipments will require an indirect signature, so please be sure to review the tracking information to confirm whether an indirect signature will be required or not. Shipments for future courses will be accompanied by email notifications prior to your course start dates. All reading materials are preloaded in the designated courses and will be available to you this coming Monday. Questions and concerns regarding shipments or materials can be directed to the shipping department. You can reach them via email or by phone. The email address for shipping is shipping@sdi.edu or by phone at 480-744-0845. Regarding transcripts, if you've enrolled in the Advanced Gunsmithing Certificate Program or Associate of Science in Firearms Technology Program, official transcripts by now should have been received and on file. Failure to have these submitted prior to the start date will result in being unregistered for the upcoming start date this coming Monday. So please keep in mind that a transcript is only considered official if it arrives to the school sealed, unopened, and sent directly to SDI. This also includes electronic requests of transcripts. Copies of transcripts will be rejected. If you have any further questions pertaining to transcripts, please reach out to our registrar department at transcripts@sdi.edu. As a reminder, it is extremely important that you post attendance in all of your scheduled courses on a weekly basis. 7 days of non-attendance at the start of a course will result in the student being removed from the course. 14 days of non-attendance within a course will result in a withdrawal or a drop. Once again, attendance is only posted by a submission of a written assignment, discussion board post, and/or the submission of an exam. Should you have any additional questions prior to your start date or during your program, please feel free to reach out to your assigned student services advisor. It was so nice speaking with you this evening, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you very much, Morgan. Before we continue, I'm going to bring in our VP of Growth and Marketing, Jennifer McInnes, and she's going to have our first trivia question of the night. Jennifer, it's all yours.
Thanks, Rob. Hi, guys. We're so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for choosing SDI, and congratulations on taking the next steps towards advancing your education. We're very excited to have you here. My name is Jennifer McInnes. I'm the VP of Growth and Marketing. You'll be hearing from me a couple times tonight for some trivia and a couple marketing updates as well. I did want to let you guys know I've already got a good feeling about this group here. I love it when we have a bunch of chat going on in that section. And I just kind of took a look as you guys were talking. We have students currently on this orientation representing 20 different states of the USA. So I think that's super cool. Definitely continue to light up the chat, and here's how the trivia part will work and how those two things work together. So I'm going to ask you a question, and in order for you to submit your answer there, you just pop on over to the chat section and put it there. Please do not put it in the Q&A section. We're kind of reserving that section for any one-off questions that you guys would need answered from a school perspective. So for trivia, put it in the chat. I'm going to randomly select winners tonight, so I'll keep an eye out for anybody that has correct answers throughout the evening, and then I'll let you guys know who wins at the end. Okay, so without any further ado, the first question is, and this is a super easy one, I'm teeing it up for you easy tonight. When will your first set of courses be uploaded into your online classroom? When will your first set of courses be uploaded into your online classroom? Okay, pop over into the chat. Let me know your answer there, and I will keep an eye out. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Up next, we're going to go to our Director of Faculty Services, Sarah McGilvray. Sarah, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. Again, my name is Sarah McGilvray, and I am the Director of Faculty Services. I also manage the online classroom that you'll be working out of. By now, you should have received your login credentials from Student Services, so please log into the online classroom and become familiar with it. Upon login, you will see that you are enrolled in the SDI student orientation. Please be sure to go through the course very thoroughly, as there is a lot of important information that you will need to know. Some of these items include training videos, as well as plagiarism and proctoring information. All scheduled courses will appear on your dashboard on your start date. Students in the Advanced Gunsmithing Certificate and Associate's Degree programs will take up to 2 proctored exams throughout their studies. The following courses are proctored: Advanced Ballistics and Customizing and Woodworking. SDI currently uses ProctorU, a service that allows test takers to complete exams at their scheduled convenience while still ensuring exam integrity for institutions. More information on ProctorU can be located in the top section of your proctored courses. If you don't remember anything else that I just said about ProctorU, please remember this. Schedule and take your exam before your course end date. If you schedule your exam for a date that is after your course end date, you run the risk of failing the course and having to retake it. When your courses are shared on their start date, the following information will be located in the top section of your courses. These items will include the course syllabi, all course textbooks, instructor name and email, and all grading rubrics. As previously mentioned, all email communication from SDI will go to your SDI student email. It is your responsibility to check your SDI student email account on a regular basis to ensure you have received and read all SDI notifications. If you need to get a hold of your instructor, you'll need to email them from your SDI email account directly to theirs. Again, their contact information is located in the top section of each course. Please note that you cannot message through the online classroom, also known as Moodle. Any questions that you have in regards to the course, your assignments, or exams, please email your instructor directly. All weekly assignments are due by Sunday night, midnight Arizona time for that week. Failure to submit on time will result in loss of points. Please allow at least 3 business days from the due date for your instructor to grade your assignments. If there is anything that I can do to assist you, please feel free to reach out to me. Welcome to SDI.
Thank you very much, Sarah. We had so much fun and so many responses with our trivia question. I'll bring Jennifer back in for another one. Jennifer, it's all yours.
So much fun, right? Okay, so next question, and everybody obviously gets the drill. Pop it over to the chat section. Great job on being so active over there. Okay, for your new set of courses, that's the courses that start this Monday, you will need to post attendance within how many days? So for this first one, this first bout, which is a little bit different, from the ongoing attendance policy, you will need to post attendance within how many days? Okay, I will keep an eye out and I will be selecting later. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Up next, we're going to go to our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Mike Olson, and he will go over some tips for academic success in honor societies. Mike, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks a lot, Rob. And thank you guys for sticking around. I know there's been a ton of information and it's, just a lot to keep track of. So communicate with us. If there's something here that you don't remember or you need clarification on, any one of us will be happy to provide clarification. So, hey, like Rob said, my name is Mike Olson. I'm SDI's Vice President of Academic Affairs. And, I want to talk to you about some ways you can really make the most of your experience here at SDI. And first, I want to reiterate that thank you for choosing us to be a part of your educational and career or path toward personal edification, however you got here. And whether this is your first jump into higher ed or a continuing opportunity for you, I hope you feel pride in taking that leap. Okay, so one of my roles at SDI is to oversee the team that produces the content and assignments in our courses. And that curriculum is developed with subject matter experts, obviously, in the fields of firearms technology. And it's designed to present you with the facts and the information that you need to understand not only the how-tos of gunsmithing, but also the whats and whys of firearms in general. So what we want to see you as adult learners do is to go beyond just the regurgitation of memorized information. You'll be reflecting on that content. You'll be asking questions as well as answering them. And you'll be looking for ways to connect your own research and experience and insights with the perspectives of those very experts that are reflected in that curriculum. So students that apply critical thinking and take a deep dive into that content are the ones that are going to really stand out to their instructors. And that's how I personally would love to see you all apply yourselves. So I'm going to just go through some ideas that I have and some strategies that I have that you can sort of bring those ideals to life. And I'll probably, in some of these things, be reiterating, what Sarah and Kip have talked about, but I just really want to drive some of these points home. So first of all, Sarah just now mentioned the Moodle orientation that you're going to find in your learning management system. Please don't skip this. Please go through it, review the syllabi, review the content in the catalog. You need to familiarize yourself with important policies, including the late work policy and the academic integrity policy. If there's something in one of those policies that you don't understand, do not hesitate to contact your advisor or your faculty member. You need to adhere to these policies in order to be successful during your education, so please take them seriously and don't run into trouble because you forgot to read something or didn't understand what it meant. Again, those are going to be touched on in that Moodle orientation. They're going to be in the syllabus and the catalog. Now, speaking of reading and reviewing, when you get into those courses, review your assigned content early in the week. And read through all your assignment prompts. You want to give yourself, again, plenty of time to either reread a chapter or rewatch a video or and ask questions about those assignments. Don't find yourself on Sunday night going, oh, shoot, I don't know what this prompt means. Review all of that early in the week so that you have plenty of time to get clarification if you need it. On that note, Kip mentioned the discussion boards. Really get into those. They're not just another written assignment disguised as something else. They're an opportunity for you to share your insights, to ask questions of your instructor and of each other, and to share your experiences on the subject matter. Remember, they're an opportunity for you to interact with your faculty member. They're an opportunity to interact with your instructor. And again, it's, anybody can take a piece of information, memorize a factoid, and answer true or false on a test. Education is about taking that information and integrating it with your existing knowledge and developing a meaningful understanding. So use those discussions to create that collective environment of learning. On the topic of hands-on projects, everybody loves the hands-on projects. Please document your steps as much as you can. The more that your instructor can see, the more feedback he or she can provide. And so when you go to turn in that multimedia, the pictures or video, please make sure you read the instructions very carefully in the assignment for help with submitting that stuff in the learning management system. Also on those hands-on projects, you're going to be asked to submit a reflection. Please do more than just summarize the project. Really try to connect the skills that you practice with the information you studied in the classroom, and with how you see your future, either in the industry or the hobby. Again, students that demonstrate your ability to reflect creatively and critically really have that opportunity to stand out to your instructors. Okay, so speaking of standing out, that's kind of my little soapbox on in-class strategies. I just wanted to talk about a couple other things. Our accrediting agency, the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, has an annual Outstanding Graduate Award to recognize exceptional achievement and contribution. And SDI nominates one graduate a year for this award. So our nomination is not only based on your performance in class, but also your contribution outside of class. So again, this is by nomination. So if you're out there doing something cool in the industry, let us know so we can take that into account when it comes time to nominate for that Outstanding Graduate Award. Now, another way our accrediting agency and SDI recognizes exceptional students is through sponsorship of an honor society, the Delta Epsilon Tau Honor Society. And in their words, they recognize superior leadership and outstanding scholastic performance, and they're a cool way to gain some networking opportunities and to show some affiliation. So heads up, that's only open to graduates of the associate's degree program, so let's mark that down as a long-term goal, but keep that in mind as you're going through your degree. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. I know, again, I've bombarded you guys with information. But one more time, I want to say thank you for choosing SDI to be a part of your professional and educational goals.
Thank you very much, Mike. Up next, we're going to go to our Military and Veteran Services Department. Sam Field, one of our Military Veteran Services reps, will cover his department. Sam, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Military and Veteran Services Department, I would like to welcome you to SDI. For those of you that are current or former service members, I would like to personally thank you for your service to our country. As a retired soldier, I take great pride in assisting our military-connected students and connecting you to the programs and resources that can help you achieve your educational goals. The Military and Veteran Services Department does not replace any of the services offered by the other departments. We provide an internal and mobile asset to interact with our student population, as well as aid you in navigating the many services and resources available to you when faced with difficult circumstances, whether personal or academic. We presently offer the following services: assist with identifying services and the resources to address personal needs, information on service aid societies, information on VA services and resources, information on resiliency, mental health and suicide prevention, salute program, military outreach, and directing you to appropriate SDI departments. You can access these resources through the Sergeant Michael J. Beckerman Military and Veteran Services Offices, which is located at the SDI campus, or through the Student Veteran Virtual Community Center, which is accessible via your Moodle student dashboard. The Student Veteran Virtual Community Center is open to all students, regardless of military affiliation. There are no requirements to access it or complete assignments, and it will not affect your academic standing. Students will, however, have to acknowledge terms of service to access certain content. It is our goal to improve the current services we offer while ensuring you have an outstanding academic experience. If there are any resources that we do not offer that you feel would benefit fellow students, please reach out to us at mvs@sti.edu. In addition to military and veteran services, we also conduct a military outreach for SDI. Our military outreach consists of supporting veteran organizations, education fairs at various military installations, and supporting yellow ribbon events for our Guard and Reserve service members. You can see which events we are supporting by viewing the calendar that is located within the Student Veteran Virtual Community Center and looking for the Where in the World Does SDI Post on the SDI Facebook account. If you notice that we are in your area, please stop by and let us know how we are doing, and let us know if there is anything we can do to assist you. You might be able to pick up some SDI swag as well. The last topic I want to cover with you pertains to the SDI chapter of the Salute Veterans National Honor Society. Membership in this honor society is open to student veterans that are enrolled in the Associate of Science in Firearms Technology degree program. Salute is a platform we use to recognize the honorable service and scholastic achievements of our student veterans. Membership into this honor society requires a one-time, lifetime membership fee paid at the time of acceptance. This membership fee goes towards scholarships that assist veterans and/or service members who are pursuing undergraduate, graduate, or certifications at accredited institutions. To find more information about the Salute Veteran Honor Society, go to the sdi.edu/honor societies or visit the Student Veteran Virtual Community Center. It will be located under the Student Veteran Organizations tab. Once again, if the Department of Military and Veteran Services can be of any assistance to you during your tenure at SDI, please reach out to us at mvs@sdi.edu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sam. And last but not least, we're going to bring Jennifer McInnes back in again, and she will cover her department. Jennifer, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Okay, so before I get to my department, I am going to do one last trivia question. Okay, so when are your assignments due? And I want as much detail as humanly possible here. So give me even down to the hour and the time zone. When are your assignments due? So I will keep an eye out for that. Okay, I have a couple things to update you guys on or give you a little additional information on. Again, my name is Jennifer McInnes. I oversee the marketing and admissions side of SDI. And I feel like we have a really fun job here because we get to really take a look at student stories, share good news, all that good stuff. So I'll talk a little bit more about social media in a little bit. Before that, though, I want to let you guys know about something called field studies. Field studies are really unique opportunities that we reserve for kind of the cream of the crop students at SDI, where they're completely optional and you can go on site with some immersive hands-on experience at different partners nationwide for 2 to 4 weeks. So you would actually go and basically set up shop with these partners and really get a feel for what their day-to-day life is like. It's a little bit like an internship or an externship. They are at no additional program or tuition cost, but students are responsible for any travel and lodging expenses. If that's something that you think you might be interested in, you can find more information on what field studies are currently available over on the sdi.edu website. So hop on over sdi.edu. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button that says Current Students, and you'll click on that. And on that next page, you'll see a section for field studies. Click that button there, and it'll walk you through not only which field studies are available, but kind of what you would be doing with each of them and how to apply. Quick little pro tip there. Like I said before, we really want to reserve these for the best of the best. So take your time here seriously. Do your best. Just like Mike said, we want to have you look for opportunities to go above and beyond. We want to send our partners the best SDI has to offer. So they are selective, and we hope that you can make that kind of a long-term goal for yourself. They're available for graduates of the degree program, so keep an eye out when you're kind of closing out your program there. We'd be happy to get you any additional information that you would need, and if you do have any questions, you can email fieldstudy@sdi.edu. Second on there is something called an SDI Student Resource Guide. That's a really cool little document that you'll have access to that will walk you through all the little perks of being an SDI student that are even above and beyond the curricular activities that you'll have here. Really things like discounts or membership perks, things like that we have garnered over the years with our relationships with business partners. So keep an eye out for that. We are right now in the process of revamping that and even posting it inside your online classroom or Moodle. So we may not get that right out to you, but you will get that consistently during your time here. So keep an eye out. If you have any questions, reach out to your student services advisors. Last one down there is the student Facebook group, and I want to take a quick moment to plug social media in general. We have a pretty active social media audience, and that's something that we really like here. We love, and I can speak personally on this, and as a representative of the entire organization, we love seeing our students work. So please, 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 if you're a social media person, we're on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all that good stuff. We want to see what's going on with you. So be sure to tag SDI, take a look or follow any of our social media accounts. You'll see other students' work. We really love to kind of spread the word there and share the love and all that good stuff. So we'd love to see any of your projects that you're working on. We'd love to have you keep us in the loop on all of that as well. If you have anything particularly cool that happens to you, feel free to also email marketing@sdi.edu. We also really like doing features on students and graduates. So if you're opening a shop, if you win an award, anything like that, we want to know about it for sure. On the flip side of that, there is something out there called the SDI Student Facebook group, totally separate from our SDI social media accounts that we as SDI reps kind of manage and keep track of and everything. That SDI Student Facebook group is operated by a group of students, grads, former students, etc. They have been gracious enough to allow many of us to be administrators on that page, but we try to stay as hands-off as possible. We'll really only chime in if somebody has a specific question. We definitely want your first line of communication to be your student services advisors and your instructors. But that student Facebook group is a great way to engage with your fellow students. We really like seeing the communication in there that is things like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this for my Kydex lab or my hydrographics lab or something like that. So what did you guys do if you ran into this type of problem? So it's a really good little information exchange there, and we encourage you to go ahead and check it out. Like I said, we don't have much to do with it. It's totally on the shoulders of the moderators of that group, but it's been a really positive thing to have happen. So we encourage you to do that. It's a closed group, so you will have to answer a series of basic questions, which your student number is, that type of thing. But after that, they're pretty good about checking in on that type of thing. Let us know if you have any questions on that. So I think that's it for me. Rob, I'm going to kick it back to you, and then whenever you guys are ready, you let me know when you want me to tell you who the winners are.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you everyone for all of your information. Before we get to the questions, I want to reiterate a few things that we've already talked about, so please pay attention. I want to cover some very important items that will help you throughout your time here. The first thing is satisfactory academic progress, or SAP. We calculate SAP every semester. It's based on a cumulative GPA and it's based on a PACE. So you must complete at least 67% of your courses each semester, and you must get a 2.0 GPA each semester going forward. Please keep in mind, it's very, very important to pass SAP. If you do not meet SAP for 2 semesters in a row, you could lose access to any funding that you have. That's VA, that's TA, that's Title IV. So please successfully complete your courses as often as possible. Any drop and any fail could negatively affect your SAP status, which could affect your funding. For shipping, please make sure all of your packages that you receive, you open immediately, you inspect them, you make sure you have all of the items that you need for your courses. Please don't wait until something is due to finally check a package and then realize maybe an item was missed. You know, our shipping team can make mistakes, so please make sure you check those right away and then reach out to shipping@sdi.edu if you're missing anything, and they will take care of you. Attendance. At the beginning of your course, so anytime a course starts, you must post attendance within the first week. So the first 7 days, starting on Monday, you need to make sure that you're posting attendance. Anytime after that, once you've posted attendance and once you've started a course, any 14-day gap will cause you to be dropped from that course. So please keep that in mind. When a course starts, post attendance in the first week. Once you've posted attendance, any 14-day gap will cause you to be withdrawn from that course. So please post every week. Please submit your assignments, pay attention to your schedules, make sure you're not missing anything. As Morgan mentioned, any quiz or exam, any assignment, or any discussion board post counts as attendance. So please make sure you're doing that in all of your courses. Get your official transcripts on file if you have not already. Reach out to schools, request those, get them in here. We need those before you can start your courses. Your LMS username, so your username for the Moodle system, is also your student ID. So some of our instructors ask for student ID when you're submitting assignments. Your LMS username is also your student ID, so please keep that in mind. We also like to send out end of course surveys. We send out graduate surveys. We send out surveys here and there. Please make sure that you're completing your surveys. Please be constructive. Please provide feedback, positive or negative. We can't make our programs and our curriculum better if we don't hear from the students. So if there's anything that you think we've missed or anything that could help improve our programs, when you do your surveys, please make sure that you're giving us that information. Mike touched on it a little bit earlier about the academic integrity. We are an online institution, okay? So you're going to be submitting your assignments on your own. We're not going to be watching you. So it's very easy to read an article somewhere and copy and paste some verbiage from there when you're submitting an assignment, which, as we all know, is plagiarism. So please be very careful. Sometimes it can happen by accident. So if you read an article, make sure that you're transcribing it in your own words. Do not copy and paste. We don't want students to, accidentally or purposely plagiarize any of their work. Jennifer mentioned social media. Be active. Connect with each other. Post pictures of your assignments. As you all saw today on the chat earlier, when you're telling everyone what state you're from. It's always more fun when you're engaging with each other. So please make sure you're active, reach out to each other, get in that community. It's going to be a lot more fun for all of you, and you might actually learn a lot more as well. And finally, we are an online institution. All of us are here to help you. We will answer any questions you have. We will guide you along the way. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to submit your assignments, complete your quizzes, do your lab projects. Okay, you need to pay attention to your schedules, and when things are due, read your syllabi, do all of that stuff. It's up to you how successful you want to be, and use us as your guidepost, but at the end of the day, it's going to be your work, so please make sure that you're staying on top of it and you're being organized. All right, Lindsay, that's it for me. Did we answer all the questions? Do we have any questions that we missed?
Yeah, so I got all the questions that came in during the webinar answered. A couple things I do just want to echo back, and Rob, if you wouldn't mind just kind of hovering over the SSA's contact there. A couple things I do want to echo is communication is key. If we don't know, we can't help. So it's better you reach out to us or anyone in the team to make sure you get your questions or concerns answered. I can already tell based off the chat there that we do have a very talkative and getting to know each other cohort here. So make your discussion boards, not your point of contact too. If I did see one question come in about which multimedia device was better for projects. Use a discussion board to see what other students would recommend. And then the other thing that was coming in was the Moodle app. It is a application that is made available to you for on-the-go devices to be used in addition to the desktop site as well. So make sure you're not solely relying on the application. As we know, applications can have their quirky little glitches, so it's best to use it in addition to the desktop site if you have to, if you're on the go. Otherwise, if you guys have any other lingering questions, make sure you jot down your SSA's contact and reach out to us, make us your point of contact. If we don't know, we'll reach out. Otherwise, I do welcome you as well.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. All right, and thank you everyone for submitting your questions. Jennifer, if you want, go ahead and announce your winners, and then we'll get closed out and get everybody out of here.
Sounds good. Okay, so I was feeling froggy tonight, you guys, and instead of, I know I only asked 3 questions, but I went ahead and selected 4 winners for tonight. If you hear your name called, here's what I need. I need you to email marketing@sdi.edu with the following: your mailing address, your shirt size, and your phone number. That's it. Mailing address, shirt size, phone number. And you're going to email that to marketing@sdi.edu. Okay, so we have 4 winners tonight. Congratulations to the following: Mark Miller, congratulations. Neil Isder, I-S-D-E-R, Neil Isder, congratulations. Derek Shrewsbury, S-H-R-E-W-S-B-U-R-Y, congratulations. And Andrew Arnold, congratulations. So Mark Miller, Neil Isder, sorry if I butchered that, Derek Shrewsbury, and Andrew Arnold are our 4 winners tonight. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. And once again, thank you everyone for all of the information. And I want to thank all of you for attending tonight. I know it's a lengthy webinar, but we want to make sure you have all of the information to be successful. As everyone said earlier, please reach out if you have any questions. Know your student services advisor, your financial services advisor. Reach out to shipping, MVS, if you have any questions whatsoever. Use your instructors throughout your time here to get your questions answered. Have a great time during all the programs, and let us know if you need anything while you're at SDI and even when you leave SDI. Once again, thank you all for attending and have a great evening. Good night, everyone.